Boom. Hello people, hello guys, and welcome. How are you doing today? Yes, we say youths are the leaders of tomorrow, but it doesn't seem, I've been hearing it even before my father grew up to hear, to know about it. So that saying has been in existence before my father was born, and I was born into it. But believe you me, it has never come to pass. The Nigerian students have taken to the street level to protest because the Asuu has extended its strike by another 12 weeks. And the students have been on the street level to say, you know what, if you don't want to give us peace, we will not give you peace. Listen to them.
If we have a good face in other country, it is because of those women, the son of those women selling pepper. It is because of us that was our father and mothers are in civil servants, and these local people came to this university and enjoyed free. They had free lunch. We don't even have a conducive hostel. We can't even eat 3 times daily. So we are here outside to demand our rights. They are not doing us any privilege. They are only calling them to order.
Okay, don't you think there's supposed to be an equilibrium point? No, they are saying that Asuu should shift their ground a little. What do you think about that?
There is no equilibrium point because first quarter of 2022, custom remitted 264.5 billion naira, and what Asuu is asking for is just 220 million. They just recovered $203 million, which is even enough to send Asuu back to school, to open our universities. What are you telling me? There's no equilibrium. They should get their priorities right. That place, that economy, that pocket, that contingency fund, that money they are borrowing is not for them to spend on their families. Let them open our university. Let them give us. We are the future of Nigeria. We know that. They don't want anything. What they want is our father is serving them now. We should also serve their children. And it's not possible. It is not possible. We are better by far.
So if not,
Asuu requires only 220 million naira to call off the strike. Just 220 million. And the Minister of State for Education has gone ahead to purchase his presidential nomination form of 100 million naira. Not just him, we have over 26 contestants. Let me see, yes, people have shown their interest, expression of interest. Over 26 people, just for APC only. I don't want to begin to mention names, but you can see the names on the screen. You say over 26 people for just one seat, just one post. 26 people. So if you just calculate 100 million times 26, take your calculator and do it yourself. You know how much that is. And nobody could spare. The APC themselves could not gather together to say we are dropping 20 million to solve the problem of Asuu. And the Minister of State for Education, who is supposed to be among those that will be sitting to discuss this issue, went ahead to purchase the form as well. Though he's resigned though, but before he resigned, he was the Minister of State for Education. It is quite pathetic, very, very terrible indeed, that how much can we talk about in this country? How much more can we talk? Educational sector not functioning, electricity not functioning, security not functioning, road network not functioning, there is nothing functioning. Education, it does not mean anything to them, does not really matter to them. Whether children go to school or they don't go to school, it is none of their business. They don't really care. That's exactly what it means. What matters to people now is that 2023 presidential elections. That matters to them. Any other thing or every other thing doesn't count. They have their own children studying abroad, whether you like it or not. Their own children are studying abroad. Hardly will you see a politician who has his own children studying in Nigeria. Even if they do, it will be top private universities where they don't strike. But these people have been home about 90 days now, still going forward. If by any chance they extend it by the 12 weeks that they have promised, right? As Asuu has said, by 12 weeks. So if you have 12 weeks plus the already existing 90 days, you know how much that is. You know how much that gives you, how many days that will give you, how many months that will give you. And don't forget that these people have gone on strike before. There are some strikes that even take about a year. This one is even small. That's the country we are in. It's the country we are in. Everybody is busy with election here and there, calculating and calculating. It's very, very terrible and very, very sad indeed, guys. Meanwhile, former Senator Adamu Garba the former senator, withdrew himself from the presidential race after he was able to raise only 83 million. You know, he was supposed to join them in the race. Don't forget, sometimes ago, he went on a Switzerland to request that the public, you know, gather money together so they can buy the nomination form for him, just like Yellow Duce. You know, Yellow Duce actually wanted people to buy a nomination form after marrying second wife. That one is even not. But this one only raised 83 million naira. Does it mean that nobody was able to give him 17 million? But I believe Adamu Garba has that money, but he's playing one game. He is up to some mischief. He's playing some sign games. That is why he's acting or pretending as if he doesn't have 100 million naira. And he wants people to buy him the form. So the 83 million naira, now you're going to disburse it back to people that gave it to you. And because of that, he withdrew himself from the race. I don't know if he withdrew himself from the race or he completely left APC as a party. And he went to his office. He removed the APC flag in a video.
Now, I don't have a flag. Thank you.
So is he going to leave the party for good, or is just not interested anymore in the presidential race? Or what do you think, guys? Whatever you think it is. But for me, I don't know if he's going to leave. Some people say he's leaving the APC completely. Some people say he's leaving the he's no longer interested in the presidential race. Whatever you think he is trying to do, please drop it down. I'm interested in knowing. No harms. I'm interested in knowing. Whatever you think this guy is trying to do, please leave it in the comment section for us. Does it mean Adamu Garba does not have the money? Does it mean he doesn't have the money? A former senator? Even people who are not as rich as he is, who has never become to that level of being a senator, they were able to raise the money and buy the nomination form. Do you think Adamu Garba does not have that kind of money? So if he had to borrow money, if people had to gather 83 million naira for him, does it mean he doesn't have anything left in his account, or he doesn't have money? Is he poor, like church rat? Don't forget that two pastors have also bought the form, nomination form, Pastor Bakari and one other pastor. His name is already on this screen, who purchased the form. You know, this is really terrible. It shows clearly how these people, you know, what the educational system, what the youths, what the lives of the people, the youth that are coming, the level at which it matters to them. It shows clearly that they don't really care about you. It shows clearly that they are concerned about themselves only. Their concerns, they are particular about what benefits them. They are not bothered about you. And then you still go ahead in the sun to go and cast your vote for them. They will still give you 2,000, they will give you 5,000, they will give you 10,000, depending on your level. And you still go and stand in the sun to sell your future for another 4 or 8 years. You can see clearly that these people do not care about you. They only care about themselves and what's going to benefit them. Their own children live abroad. They study abroad. They dwell abroad. They have properties abroad. Everything that they have abroad. Even if they have their children in this country, in the private university where they don't strike. And when they study abroad, they supply all their needs abroad. They give them better life abroad. You know what it means to live abroad and don't work, for example, in the United Kingdom? You know what that means? It means a lot. Because to pay a school fees, to pay a tuition fee for a session in the United Kingdom, you are looking at about 24,000 or more, depending on the course you're taking. And these people will send the money from Nigeria here over to the UK for the school fees to be paid. And you are sitting at home. You know, your son, your daughter is still at home. You, as a staff of the Asuu, academic staff of university, you are sitting at home. Somebody was saying they should not pay Asuu salaries because they are on strike. The Minister of Education, Minister of State for Education, Mr. Emeka Nwajiri, said so.